Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway. Today's date is Wednesday, February 18th, 2015. This is a chart of the SPY, which again is basically the tracking ETF for the S&P 500. And I want to show you a couple key trend lines that really give you a good sense of whether the market's going up or down. So let's start with the pivot top yesterday. How did you know this was going to be the pivot top? All right, well, simply put, all you had to do was zoom out on the chart, take this pivot high right here, connect it to this secondary pivot high right here, and sure enough, look at that, folks. And again, isn't that a beautiful thing right there? Pivot top to pivot top gives you yesterday's high of the day and the all-time high on the SPY. So as soon as you saw that hit, you should have assumed the markets were going to pull back just a little bit, and that's exactly what happened into the end of the day. Now, there's a secondary trend line I want to show you here that dictates what I call confirmation. And again, what we're going to do here is basically take this trend line. See how this low and this low match up with this low right here? So what you're going to do is take this low here and connect it right through, okay? And that is your new trend line. All right, now what does that mean? Well, you can see you hit it here, you hit it here, you hit it here, kiss it, kiss it, kiss it, and then right here you open into it before bouncing, and then you trade below it. Now, the key here is to understand what confirmation is. Confirmation tells us a general trend of the market if it's switching. So when you confirm below this trend line I just put in, it essentially tells you that from that point on, you should have a little bit of a negative bias on the markets instead of being positive. All right, we already know the market hit a high pivot here, so it was going to sell off a little bit. But we want to see, is it going to continue in the short term? This trend line, as you can see, you bounced off of it. Then you came below it on this red candle right here. And on the secondary one, that's where you confirmed it. Now, if you don't know what confirmation is, it's a proprietary indicator that basically gives us the trueness of either a breakout or a breakdown. And it's important to know if something's breaking out or breaking down, right? Because you can either buy it or short it. So in any case, bottom line is, confirmation occurs. The signal tells you to re-short when you go back into that trend line. So notice how it trades up into this trend line, which is now confirmed. So it's going to hit resistance here, pull back. It hits it again right here. You could short either of these levels, and you just go short right there, and you sure enough get a little bit of a fade to the downside. Now, there's another trend line I want to show you, the last one of the day, which again continues to be a beauty. Take this secondary low pivot right here, connect it to the low of the day in the morning, and look at what you get right now. So very clearly here, pivot low and pivot low give you the third low here, and that's what we're getting a little bit of a bid off. If that breaks, folks, if that line breaks, guess where you're going to go? You're going to go down to the 200 moving average. So again, my point is in this video is to educate you on the importance of understanding trend lines. If you can do trend lines, you can find out everything you need to know about a chart, and that way you can make money by positioning yourself on the long or the short side. What we do here at InTheMoneyStocks.com is we teach you that, as well as giving you trade alerts. I already closed out another trade today for over about a 6% gain on it, just holding it from last week. It was AVAV. And again, folks, this year I've already racked up about 190% profit if you add up all the profits in the trades I've given this year in 2015 and closed out. Think about that, 190% profit. Unbelievable. All right, guys, on that note, come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Learn to do this because it really tells you could do it on any chart. You can do it on Forex, commodities, stocks, ETFs, markets, anything you have here, okay? We can do it in this chart, and we can make money. Come join us at InTheMoneyStocks.com.